Hey everyone, my name is Draconix and welcome back to Dragon's Eye View Episode 2, the series where I lay down my sword and shield and talk about the many different types of fighting styles there is in the chivalry game. Now, today my style will be STREKKODE, and today's subject is Knight with the Messer sword. Now, once again, as I always do, let's go back to basics. Knight equals heaviest and can take the most damage out of all the classes, but also the slowest out of all of them. Now, the sword, the Messer sword, it is the slowest sword the Knight can use as far as I know, which you might think is a big disadvantage and you'd get outspeed. While that is true, it is incredibly easy to drag with it. It is so easy to fool your opponents, to slow your attack down so much that they block way too early. It's a really good tactic. Now, one of the key things you have to do while using the Messer is to keep your momentum. Don't stop, because once you stop, that opens you up for another attack. You'll probably see STREKKODE in a sec do it. Come on, get your heals. Now see, this is a player who knows what he's doing. He knows he's hurt, so he's going to take the regen and he's going to fight on. Something that I like to do here is walk into battle, because you're regenerating while getting ready to fight kind of thing. It's a really good tactic. I suggest that people use it. Now he's at full, he will go at charging speed. Now as you can see here, spinning is very good when it comes to Knight with Messer. You keep that momentum, you swing, and you know, sometimes you do get caught out like that, but he did get a kill, and it's a trade, which is fair enough. Plus, the Messer can really mess up man-at-arms. I've been one-shot by that. It will fuck you over.
Forward march!
STREKKODE laughing his head off. Hilarious. And I've just noticed how camp the bottom half of his clothing is. Like, it looks like some kind of like dress. What the fuck? It looks like body armor at the top, then dress from the waist down. You know what I mean? That little bit of yellow and white. Serpentine, the best way to avoid those archers if you haven't got a shield. Let's see, that was very good. The only problem with the Messer is if you get blocked, you instantly lose all that momentum that you've gained. Now, just like any good player, they will switch to whatever weapon is needed at the time. But looks like he got drag stabbed. STREKKODE, tut. There's a reason why I use the drag stab though, because it is incredibly hard to block. If you get it right, that is. I don't always get it right, and people are just blocking me left, right, and centre. And what the hell is that god doing? He's headbutting nothing, he's headbutting the air. STREKKODE is not just good with the... Hang on. Somebody call... I don't even know what that is, a Fago Guards. Yeah, Vanguard is the easiest class, but shut up about it, get used to it. Let's see, did you see that right there where he looked up? That was an instance of where he was trying to make his attack last longer than normal to throw his opponent off guard. It wasn't successful that time, but it does work. Unfortunately gets... Oh, hit with a stone. That's going to sting. One thing that Tornbanner need to do is lower the power of the fucking sling. It is ridiculous. Its speed to power ratio, just like the Vanguard spears, are ridiculous. They really need to be nerfed. Go on, STREKKODE. Let's just have a quick look on how STREKKODE's doing early into the game. There you can see, just below Psycho Dad. He's going 4 and 4, which isn't his best score, but it's okay. Now, could you see there how he missed? But he just comboed anyway, just so he could keep the momentum. That's something that very good Knights do. Because you really don't want to lose that momentum. As soon as you lose that momentum, you have to wind up your attack again. While if you keep that momentum, you can do quick combos, and it is very, very effective. Especially if you've got like game sense, where you know you've missed, but you can quickly do a 180 and still hit your opponent, kind of thing. Now that was just unfortunate that there happened to be an opponent behind him at the time. He had no idea there was an opponent there. But still, he wears his golden helmet and he runs on into battle. Not looking back at the death he just took, he just goes right back in and starts killing. That's the way you do it. And now he's standing on nothing. What the fuck? He's a magician. Streckkode, there's a man at arms to your left. Behind you. Behind you, you fuck. Oh my god. Behind you. Oh, the bait. That bait though. Oh, I'll just look this way then. BAM! One hits that man at arms. See, even though he's missing, as long as he keeps that momentum, he can do quicker attacks than his opponent can, and he just catches them before they can get him. Comboing is so effective if you can keep that momentum, but as soon as that momentum is lost, you once again have to build up your strikes. So, yeah, sometimes it's not your fault if you lose momentum. You get blocked, it's gone, that's simple. Simple as. See, once again, terrific game sense there to know whereabout behind him the player would be. Now we have to wait for STREKKODE to respawn. There we go. Let's have a quick look at him from the front. I just noticed there's a sun on him. Really, STREKKODE? You have a sun on your chest and your shoulder. Now I know why he's got the white and yellow at the bottom. I never noticed that before. How did I not see that? Now he's got to go serpentine to avoid this archer's attack. And whoa, that archer did not know what to do. Did he really think he would have time to go for another attack? He didn't even mean to kill that man at arms from behind, but he did it. As I always say, well, I don't always say, but I'm going to say it now. Most of the game is skill, but there's just a tiny bit, just a tiny smidget of luck. And I think there was luck, because STREKKODE didn't know what the fuck he did. He even swung round to see if there was anyone behind him. He didn't even know he killed someone. He's taking it easy. Is he gonna go for the regen, or does he think he's got enough health to take the pyre? Looks like he's gonna go into battle, but he had the advantage from behind, so I think he would have won that anyway. But he's against Agent, a veteran vanguard, but gets taken down. All these, plus you can speed it up very well. It may be slow as hell, that messer, but you can really speed it up if you know how to drag it properly. Oh, he may be in trouble. He has no stamina, and he falls. Should have took the regen, Strek. Should have took the regen. But his efforts were not in vain, as he did hold them off long enough to keep the pyre burning. I think I had a bit of a voice crack there. I'm 20 years old, damn it. Well, in human years, 200 in my dragon years. I was actually there in medieval times, man. We play this game, I used to burn villages for a living. Well, I wouldn't say for a living, you know. Cows, you know, you gotta eat. Such power in the messer. Panic blocked by his opponent, and it just combos. If you keep that combo going, you are unstoppable at times. I mean, that thing can take it 3 at a time if you hit them right. But it was just unfortunate they had him in a triangle formation and he was the centre. Come on, STREKKODE, impress us. But first we will have a look how he's doing. He's third in Agatha, 15 and 8. That's great, mate. That was a very quick thought rhyme. Now I'd say the biggest weakness when it comes to this is, I'd say, a shield user, because dragging really slow doesn't work on shields because they can hold it up for a lot longer than a parry. But just look at that speed with a stab. Dragged it all the way round. Oh, don't go off! Don't go off! You made it! Nice one, STREKKODE. He's doing the friendly... Oh! Oh, that was unfortunate. I thought that would have connected, but I guess it didn't. STREKKODE has been a very good player for as long as I've been on this server. I've known him as a good player. Before we had our truce, he would probably Shrek me most of the time. Then again, I'm not particularly good. I just have my own fighting style. Very good use in big areas with lots of people. I mean, you can just swing and combo, and you'll probably take out multiple. But the only thing with that is you've got to watch out for teammates, because how fast the combo is, you will sometimes TK. It is inevitable. Wow, that was a nice block by STREKKODE. Fast reactions. Come on, just stand on that square, STREKKODE. You can do it. Now, don't get me wrong. This tactic is very useful, but the only thing that worries me about it is you have to combo so much that you miss a hell of a lot. And, you know, any other game, people would say, ha, you're a noob for your accuracy, but in this, it's just not the case, it's swordplay. But it does give you an accuracy rating at the end of the game, and I like a high accuracy. I mean, somehow I've had over 100%. I don't know how that works. I really don't. I would have thought the maximum is 100%. As in any other percentage would be just 100%. You can see how he looks straight up there. He really wants to make that overhead last as long as possible so he can catch anyone that may fall in it. He's like the Mason fly trap. But he's not Mason, so, you know. No, that didn't sound right. He's more of the Agatha Mason trap. The Agathonian Mason trap. Yes, that's what it's called. STREKKODE, that is what you're now named. The Agathonian Mason trap. Let's see if we can get a better angle. Oh, STREKKODE, you're hurt. Are you still going to go into battle? Really? He just had no chance there. He got outsped, should I say. Let's see if he has anything else up his sleeve. Up his chainmail / mail, I don't know, whatever sleeve that is. It's metal, isn't it? It's armor shield. Not shield? What the fuck? You don't have a shield. Stop it. Oh, apparently Dith is a brony. I fucking knew it. Especially when you combo. That's the lunge. It is so quick. You barely have time to react. While you saw there, to charge it up without comboing, it took a little bit longer. And also, you have to have very good stamina management. if you run out of stamina too early, you are not going to combo anymore, and you are going to be very, very exposed. You're not going to be able to block. You're not going to be able to wind up any more combos. You will be slow as hell. And even in a one-on-one, that's hard to win. Because you're just so... You've got no choice but to not block. Because if you block, you're open to attack. But if you don't block, you're open to attack. Very hard to defend against. He almost broke his back with that one. Jesus Christ, Strekkode. Oh, he said he's been practicing his rainbow strikes. I guess he hasn't got enough practice. Oh, there's just too many on him. He couldn't even take one. My God, Strekkode. Nope, I'm in the wall. Get me out.
Yes. Good fight. Forward.
Let's have a look how Strekkode is doing.
You are a fine warrior.
He's top of Agatha with 32 and 11. Really? He's got that many kills? It wasn't 5 minutes ago that I checked last time.
We need to support
God damn, Strekkode, you're better than I thought.
over the enemy's ballista.
I made the right choice in choosing him to be my star. Just gives him a little poke off the cliff. Strekkode only successfully rainbow striking his ally. Now, about that rainbow strike, it is very good. It can put your opponent... He'll be like, what the fuck was that? Because it's happened to me, I haven't saw it coming. It's just all of a sudden, boop! He's crouching, looking backwards and spinning around with his sword. Do it right and it is very fast, very effective, and your opponent won't know what hit him. But unless you're in third person high field of view, then it's very difficult. But I don't think Strekkode plays in third person. So once again, it's all about just knowing where your opponent is, the game sense. That's why he hit his ally instead of the opponent. Oh, nice one by Strekkode. He's taking them all on, but I don't think he'll make it. Is there still lag going on? Some people are lagging. Hopefully the server will stay alive. As I cough up quite a lot of phlegm. That was disgusting. Yuck. Oh, Agatha managed to get a ship. Strekkode with the throwing axes. They are useful. He doesn't seem to use them often, but they are useful. Now, to recap on the style of play that Strekkode uses, if you can combine everything that this character does here, like how they drag, whether it's slowing it down or speeding it up, rainbow striking, but Strekkode doesn't seem to be very effective with the rainbow strike. He's getting there though. He's fairly accurate, he's just not making them connect. Like there, that was a complete miss, but what can you expect from an attack where you have to hit from behind? If you can do all this, then I would say the effectiveness of... Oh, killing a team, Strekkode. Now, I'd say how effective this is in battle. Stop interrupting me with things like Strekkode dying, Jesus Christ. One last time. If you can do everything that this person does, the effectiveness of the Knight with Mesa and all the skills that you saw here, I would give them, let's see, you've got to count for the slowness of the Knight plus the slowness of the Mesa sword. That's a tough one, but I've got to give it an 8 because it can mow down multiple people with one swing. I've seen it done. I've been the victim of a mow down. I mean, just look at that score. If you can do everything that this player does right here, you could get a 40 to 13 KD, and now it's become 41. Now that's amazing. Me myself, my highest kills were like 50, and that was only because I was the best player on at the server at the time. It was like late at night, only noobs were on, so it wasn't too difficult. That's why I'm taking a dig at noobs. They're noobs, you know, they're supposed to be bad. They're new to the game, it's the point.
Yes!
That's why we all pad our stats at Christmas time, which is coming up by the way, so get ready for that.
Help!
Strekkode's shouting for help.
Right!
Oh! And that's it. And then he gets punched to death. Oh, what the fuck happened to his body? Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode. That body though. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Dragon's Eye View. If you want to qualify to be the star of the next one, all you have to do, be in the SM server, impress me, whether it's with a style of play I haven't covered yet, or a completely new one that you think you've created. And until then, I will see you on the battlefield. Take care.